Grease, High School Musical, Mean Girls, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Camp Rock. Iconic teen movies such as these have influenced the high school years of many, but just how accurate are they? I spoke with current high school students and director Amy Weber to see how the stereotypes in high school movies compare to the real deal.
I don't think it's very accurate at all.
It's not accurate, but I don't think it's trying to be accurate. I mean, it's not a documentary.
It's always like all those darn teenagers.
What adults see teenagers as, not what teenagers see each other as.
I feel like teenagers are looked at as teenagers and not people.
I think it's just kind of off, you know, I think it's the movies, like the movie star, like what we kind of want high school to be like, but then that's not what high school's actually like. I see like the prep jock, like nerd stereotype. There are so many jocks that are in choir that like many people know of. It's not so cut and dry as to be like these specific groups only interact with these specific people.
Everyone's just really dramatic about a lot of things. In 13 Reasons Why, there's a lot of drama, popularity, a lot of small problems that are made really big.
School's always portrayed as like the war of these different groups. I'd just like to see more camaraderie between people.
When you're actually in high school, things aren't that cliquey, but because of movies, I feel like sometimes some kids like are obsessed with those movies, so they like kind of create cliques subconsciously. At Royal Oak, I didn't really notice it till I was gone, but people are definitely like, there's obviously, you know, like cliques and stuff like that, but people are like all around closer. But then when I switched to Troy, I definitely noticed some of these stereotypes. 100% liked Royal Oak a lot better because Troy, I don't know how many kids are at Royal Oak, like 1,200, 1,300, something like that. But at Troy, it's like almost 2,000 kids. It's not that you can't get along, it's just much harder to get along with everybody because there's so many people.
Well, I know if you're comparing it to like Royal Oak, it's a much smaller school. There's not as many people. There's definitely people that like, you don't know everybody, but you know like enough people to surround yourself with. There are definitely like major friend groups that everybody kind of like belongs with, like who you hang out with, that kind of thing, but in a way I'd say everybody like respects each other. Not to be cliche, but we are all kind of in it together.
I feel like there's nothing really stopping you from talking to, you know, like the popular kid if you're not the popular kid.
If you're a jock or if you're a nerd, it doesn't really apply. I don't think I can say I hang out with one group of people only because I like being nice to anyone. But I definitely have like a smaller group of friends just because I've kind of grown up with the same friends my whole life. I don't consider us popular, but I know some people know our names, so I mean if that's considered popular, then I guess.
Not everyone can fit like the images that are shown, like TV shows are very good at having very specific types of people.
A lot of portrayals in popular culture have to rely on stereotypes to actually make them a relatable character.
The content that's developed for young people today is geared toward entertaining them. If I'm entertaining them, then I need to create these characters that are kind of maybe a more character-y version of them versus a realistic portrayal of them. If I were to make a girl like her without young people involved, it might very well turn out to be a little preachy and a little less relatable. Having young people a part of this story from day one was the only way I really believed I could tell the story in the most authentic way. We wanted to avoid ever having it be so unrelatable that a girl would never do that.
High school, I mean, it's also a lot of fun, but for some people it can be a very hard time. I feel like some people just avoid talking about it, and I don't think that's a good thing because when I came into high school, I was not expecting what I got. I was expecting a lot more fun and just a lot more glamour to the situation. I think 13 Reasons Why did actually a pretty good job of explaining the problems that actually go on in high school. I definitely think suicide, you know, rape, rumors, all of those things happen in high school. That's why it's a good show, because it gets people talking about something that we were all afraid to talk about at one point.